What is up everyone, it is Sacred Saiyan here, welcoming you to the 4th episode of the series, What If Goku Was in Naruto? If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free, and you can always unsubscribe later. There's a link in the description of the video to my Discord server, and also to become a channel member if you want to support the channel. I have another channel where I post Star Wars What Ifs, and I posted the first video on my gaming channel as well, so if you want to check them out in the description of the video, then you can. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into the 4th episode of What If Goku Was in Naruto? This video begins with Goku arriving at the location where he's supposed to meet his new master, though Goku is confused as to why he's meeting them at a hot spring. Goku enters the hot spring, then going outside, where he sees an old man looking through the window to the girls' changing room, and Goku is disgusted by the pervert, throwing a kunai above their head, then appearing above them, and attempting to kick them into the ground. However, the man then catches Goku's foot, and flings him into the wall. Goku gets up, scratching his head in pain, and then the old man turns to him, saying the child has much to learn. Goku asks the man who the hell he is, and the man introduces himself as Muten Roshi, member of the legendary Shinin. He supposes that he is the boy he's going to be training. Goku is angry that the Hokage chose this old pervert to train him. However, he must admit that he is fast, so he nods. And Roshi says that Goku has potential, however right now, his moves are sloppy. They will have to work on that. Goku is insulted by Roshi's comment. However, if the old man can help him get stronger before the finals of the Chunin exams, then he has no other choice but to agree. He can't fall behind. We now head to a lake, where Roshi will begin to train Goku. In the time they have, Roshi wants to help Goku with 3 things. For one, he wants to greatly increase Goku's taijutsu, as there's something he wants to teach Goku which needs very good taijutsu to learn. Secondly, Roshi wants to teach Goku a special jutsu which he created. And thirdly, Roshi wants to help Goku utilize his 4 tails chakra. The jutsu Roshi wants to teach Goku involves the 4th Hokage's Rasengan. However, it is transformed into a beam which can be fired out. Roshi likes to call it the Kamehameha. So for Goku to learn this jutsu, the first step is to learn the Rasengan. Goku goes through the same training to learn the Rasengan as Naruto did in canon, only much earlier than Naruto did. And even though Naruto perfected the Rasengan in an insanely fast time, Goku did it at the same speed. But Goku doesn't need a shadow clone to use it. He can do it with only one arm, like Jiraiya, Kakashi, and the 4th Hokage can. And obviously Roshi can as well. But now comes the hard part of the training. Goku has to now transform his Rasengan into a beam for him to fire. Days pass. Goku has been trying to perfect the technique, but he has made no progress at all. Goku is getting frustrated, and he can't think of any way to make it work. However, Roshi simply pats Goku on the head and says that his father went through the exact same thing, and he believes that if Goku's father could master this technique, then so can Goku. Goku's eyes widen. His father mastered this technique? Roshi says that of course his father did. He was his student after all. Goku is amazed. This old pervert trained his master as well? Goku then asks if Roshi can tell him what his father was like, and Roshi takes a seat and says very well. Roshi begins to describe Goku's father to him. Roshi says that his name was Bardock. He was a Russian brutish warrior at times, however he was extremely powerful and skilled. He was not only a rival to the 4th Hokage, but also his best friend. The 4th Hokage is the one who created the Rasengan, and after Bardock learnt the jutsu for himself, Roshi also learnt the jutsu. However, after that, Roshi adapted it, creating what he calls a Kamehameha, and the only person he taught that technique to other than Goku was his father Bardock. It took Bardock some time, and he also found it frustrating. However, like the prodigy that he was, he did not only learn the jutsu, but he perfected it and made it his own. Knowing all this about his father has given Goku a new motivation to live up to the legacy of his father, and Goku continues to attempt to learn the Kamehameha. While Goku is training under Roshi, his friend Naruto is training under another one of the legendary Shinin, that person being Jiraiya. And while Goku trains to learn the Kamehameha, Naruto trains to learn the summoning jutsu, and also how to utilize his 9 tails chakra. At first, Jiraiya acted like he didn't want to train Naruto. Now whether this is true or not, I guess we'll never know. However, Jiraiya did eventually agree to train Naruto, and he also released the extra sealing jutsu, which Orochimaru placed on Naruto. Jiraiya helps Naruto learn the summoning jutsu, Naruto being able to summon the Chief Toad. However, the Chief Toad doesn't seem to like Naruto at much first, though he grows to at least tolerate Naruto. Naruto also seems to make a deal with the 9 tails inside of him, in order to use his chakra, but this still seems to be lackluster at best. Goku, on the other hand, has a much different experience with his tailed beast. Goku enters this mental space, seeing a cage, and behind it is a giant red monkey with 4 tails. The 4 tails growls at Goku, trying to intimidate the boy. However, Goku ignores this, and then introduces himself as Son Goku, then asking what the 4 tails name is. The Four Tailses took her back. A human actually cares if he has a name? The Four Tails would then respond, saying that strangely enough, he also has the name Son Goku. However, he is also known as Uzaru. Goku thinks that it's awesome that him and the Four Tails have the same name. However, he asks if he can call him Uzaru as a nickname. Four Tails is confused at how casually this human is talking to him. It is almost like this kid doesn't care that he is a tailed beast. Four Tails then says he supposes it is fine if the kid calls him Uzaru, and Goku thanks him for that, even though Goku does say that he was going to call him that either way. Four Tails looks slightly annoyed, but then asks why the human came to speak to him, and Goku says that he wants Uzaru to lend him his power in his times of need. He means, if he dies, then so will Uzaru after all. Four Tails is angry. It seems like he was wrong. This human is just like all the others. All he wants is his power. However, Goku continues his sentence, saying that he also wants to become Uzaru's friend. Goku knows how it must have been really painful being alone for so long. He felt that same pain until he met Naruto. Four Tails goes down to Goku's eye level, looking at Goku through his cage, and he stares at Goku. He doesn't look like he is lying. Four Tails then agrees to lend Goku his chakra when necessary. However, he does tell Goku that he can't share much due to the seal which restricts him. And Goku says that unfortunately he doesn't know how to release a seal, but he thanks Uzaru for cooperating. Four Tails is really thrown for a loop here. This kid is genuinely serious about wanting to remove the seal, and being his friend. He's never met a human like him before. Goku then leaves his mindscape and continues his training for the remaining time before the finals of the Chunin exams. Goku is excited to show what he has learned as he thanks Roshi for the help, and he hopes he can continue his training under him after the Chunin exams come to an end. Roshi lightly smiles, saying he would like that, and as Goku walks away, heading to the final round of the Chunin exams, Roshi can't help but shed a tear, looking up to the sky and saying that the kid reminds him of his former student more and more every day. The sun rises on the day that the final round of the Chunin exams will commence, and this is where we're going to end off this part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment, and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to Yeti Myth, Tan Junyi, Mega Exo, Father Ku, Mystic Angel, Jonathan Way, Crimson Dragon 5401, Neo Whitcomb, and All Might for becoming channel members. If you want to be shouted out at the end of a video and get other perks like the channel members here, then there is a link in the description down below to become a channel member. It greatly supports me and it helps me immensely. With all of that out of the way, I hope to see you all in the next episode of What If Goku Was in Naruto.